Welcome, folks, to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference that stretches back more than a decade. Welcome, folks, to Pasadena, California in the iconic Rose Bowl, one of the most majestic venues in all of sports. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. First play looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looking for the wide out. He's wide open. Look out. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Will Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Well, nearly interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up third down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And this pass is on target, caught. That's a solid gain, moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here's the handoff. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
And I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. shotgun, handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And they don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. Third down, the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Able to convert on third, sets him up now, first down to the 22.
I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Critical moment of this conference championship. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Hill. He's past the marker and still going. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. With some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Tight end makes the grab. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, the call was sort of predictable, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback takes off now with a scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kurt?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see in the game today.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Let's say if they keep that passing game going, the last possession, very efficient and precise. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. That's the first down and more. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And in first down, they go right back to him. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. I mean, first down.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now, 1st and goal from the 1. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, just keep chipping away.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Love the call here on 3rd and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the 1st down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle finally made at the 37. 1st and 10 from there.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Motion now from the tight end. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. As the 1st down is still going. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. The Longhorns are going to cash in here in the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change. Fans
of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple of possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ran down the middle. It's Castillo.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The completion sets up a second down play. Toss play to the outside. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big game for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas and having elite receivers.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
He'll hand it off. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Gives it to the back. And they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Longhorns. They couldn't stop him there. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, a job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right, and the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Castillo. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance at winning these big games.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
A sack makes it second down and forever. Play action fake. Looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On third down, it's a handoff. Enough to move the 6 there. Sets up first and goal at the 7.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it right into the end zone. And we're able to get him down.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
needing a score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Same tailback, another carry. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Good throw, complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Behind the line, it's Castillo. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
But that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Hill. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Castillo. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Caught near the sticks. It's Castillo. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great catch when they desperately needed it. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some...
Who's in the clear? Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Going absolutely nowhere would be a loss of the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. Their last chance here. Quick throw to the left. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a two-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, they failed to hook up on this one, but you got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to one score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
He's back to throw again on second down. Oh, he fires downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here, but time winding down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Defense does a really good job here sitting back in zone coverage, making the windows very tight in the middle of that secondary, and it's tough for the quarterback to make that read.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Looking to throw yet again. And this time it's complete. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. With the catch, it's Hill. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Oh, and he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Quick catch over the middle. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. So a chance to tie the game here in the final minute of play. Makes it look easy. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, the big fella's flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. So here we go. Can he get it there from ultra-long range to take the lead in the final seconds? And he's got it. Can you believe it? What a kick.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game.